The show will be over and we're gonna be able to party and go crazy. And before that, I'm just gonna bring our first act. He's a good friend of mine. He's been doing comedy for a while already here in Barcelona, and he's gonna come to the stage. Give it up for Rick!
Thank you guys. The steaks looks good. I feel like I'm interrupting people's dinner, but all right. You guys, so all right, you guys look like you're in a relationship. Is that true?
Yes.
How long?
8 years.
8 years. That's impressive. Anyone got that beat? Nobody can beat 8 years. This is Barcelona. That's a pretty. You got it. You got 8 years. How long?
10.
10 years. Married?
No.
Just together for 10 years.
Yeah.
Kids or no?
No.
You guys?
No.
Yeah, you don't travel to Barcelona if you got kids. I have been married for 20 years. It's a long time. And I have people that'll come up to me and they'll be like, hey, what's the secret of being married for 20 years? And I always tell them, I'm like, it's like keeping things fresh, exciting, new things, being surprised. And I gotta be honest, like my wife still keeps me surprised. Like the other day, we were on the couch and she leaned over to me, we were watching TV, and she said, you know, if you ever cheated on me, I think I'd forgive you. Yeah, and I don't know how to react to that information. Like 10 years, man. Like if she leans over and says that to you, what's the answer?
She never said that to me.
She never said that to you, right? All right, what about you? Come on, Ralph.
She never said that.
Yeah, I got a special one. She did. I think it's a trap, to be honest with you. Because I don't know what the right answer is, but I know what the wrong one is. And the wrong response is joy. Like you cannot high five her like she just gave you a hall pass. That does not work. And I gotta be honest, I do think she would forgive me. I don't think it would be out of love. Like I think it would be out of the desire to torture me. Because again, I'm married, so I don't win a lot of arguments now. But if she forgave me for cheating on her, like I'd never make a decision again in my life, right? Like I could see it now, like she'd be like, oh, you know, I'm thinking about Chinese for dinner, and I'd be like, oh, I'm feeling like Italian. And then she'd be like, was that whore you fucked Italian? And fuck, I guess we're having Chinese. Guys are weird though, man, it's tough. And I do think, so my wife and I got in an argument recently. We were driving actually down to Barcelona, and she was telling me about a situation that happened to her recently. Her boss followed her into the bathroom and asked her for a kiss. And she said no, which is the right answer, right? And then he followed that up with, will you touch my dick? Which is an extreme escalation of requests, right? Like, it's like going outside and being like, hey, do you have a cigarette? No? How about heroin? Like, it's insane. And guys, this guy was over 40. So I can only presume that this has worked for him sometime in the past, right? Like in his 20s, he went up to a girl and he's like, hey, can I have a kiss? And she's like, ew, no, but I'll touch your dick. And like he's been chasing that high ever since. Like, and I told my wife that. I was like, I feel like she's a bit to blame for that. And she got very upset. She's like, are you blaming women for this? And I was like, no, I'm blaming that woman for this. Because I think if she would have kicked him in his balls in his 20s, he wouldn't be asking you to touch his dick in his 40s. We wouldn't be in this argument right now, and I wouldn't be touching my own dick on the couch tonight, which is exactly what happened, and it's very unfortunate. But I don't think we'll ever cheat on each other. 20 years is a long time, and we have 3 kids, which is it's too many kids, if I'm being honest. I feel like it's like 1 too many kid. It's like an extra kid, right? Like I feel like 2 is the right answer. But she blames me for the 3rd kid. She says that it's my fault. She says that I lied to her. She says I told her that the pull-out method works. Does everyone know what the pull-out method is? A couple of people? All right. So for those who don't, the pull-out method is a form of birth control where you combine timing with rational thought at the point of orgasm. Or as doctors call it, ineffective. Doesn't work. But she says I lied to her. She says I told her the pull-out method worked. And the problem is, guys, like, has anyone had unprotected sex? 10 years, you've had it, right? It's amazing. I highly recommend it if you haven't had it. And the only thing better than unprotected sex is not pulling out. Which puts you in like a weird war of will situation, right? Like on one shoulder, you're like, pull out, pull out, pull out. And on the other shoulder, you're like, I got a couple more strokes. And if she's Catholic, it really limits your options. You don't really have a lot of choices. And that's how we had 3 kids. But yeah, and I don't know if it's different in Europe, but like in the US versus Europe, we don't have any like training to have kids. Like there's no certificate, which is fucking crazy because like there is a training to become a nanny, to watch somebody else's kid. But if you make the kid, they just give you the kid. Like there's no checklist at all. And when we had our first kid, like there was this huge fad going around. It was like this big thing on the internet. It was don't shake your baby. I think it's still a thing. But back then, it was like really serious. They were like, don't shake the baby. Like TV commercials were like, hey, don't shake your baby. There was pamphlets they gave you. It was like, this is what happens if you shake your baby. Every medical professional that touched the baby was like, don't shake this baby. And I remember looking at my wife and I was like, who the fuck would shake a baby? Like, that is insane. And then they send you home with the baby. And guys, at the end of that first week, like, I really want to shake this fucking baby. Like, not a lot, but enough to shut it the fuck up. I didn't do that. I didn't shake him. And you do get weird advice. Like, you get, like, when we had our kid, I remember one lady came to me and she said, if you leave your kid in the back seat of a car with the windows rolled up, like it gets really hot and your baby can die within an hour. Like, that's what she told me. And I was like, I don't need that advice. Like, I know of at least 3 ways to kill a baby way faster than an hour. Like, I don't think we need to go that far. I didn't kill it. All 3 of our kids are alive and well. They're good. Our oldest is 16 years old, which is the age where you have to knock on the door before you enter. A couple of you guys are doing the math, yeah. I told my wife that and she was horrified. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe that. She said, you better never let me catch him doing that. I was like, that's my responsibility? Like, sweetheart, it's an entire operation to make sure you don't catch me jerking off. Like, I don't trust this kid to peel an orange, let alone not get caught jerking off. And guys, you gotta understand, I have 3 boys. So for those of you doing the math, that's 4 dicks. I can't be responsible for 4 dicks not getting caught jerking off. That's too many, if I'm being honest. But we moved to Barcelona. We got 2 minutes. So we moved to Barcelona 2 years ago. And do we have anyone here from Barcelona? Nobody. Really? You guys all went to yeah, everyone lives in Barcelona. Nobody's from, that sounds right. Yeah, that's Barcelona. So we moved here about 2 years ago, and you guys will understand this. So like you gotta get used to some things. Like the thing that I had to get used to is like the culture shock of moving to Barcelona. Like the level of I don't give a fuck customer service is impressive. Like I wish I had that in my job. Because we moved here 2 years ago, we had a house with a wood burning fireplace, right? And my wife thought that it would be a good idea to order 1 ton of wood to the house so we didn't have to go buy more wood. Does everyone know how much 1 ton of wood is?
Too much.
Too much wood. My wife does not know how much 1 ton of wood is. It's a lot of fucking wood. So my wife calls the wood place and says, hey, I want 1 ton of wood delivered to the middle of Barcelona. 0 follow-up questions at all. Nobody was like, are you sure? No. All he said was vale and fucking ordered 1 ton of wood. 3 days later, I'm at the house and a dump truck with 1 ton of wood shows up at the house. Full of wood, loose wood, not pallets, like nicely packed, no, just a dump truck full of wood. So I run outside, I'm like, hey man, I don't have access to the garden. Like, I think we have to come up with some way to get this wood back there. And he said, vale, and then dumped 1 ton of wood in the middle of the street of Barcelona and drove the fuck off. leaving me there to throw fucking 1 ton of wood over the fence for an hour and a half in the middle of traffic in Barcelona. And then at one point I was like, I gotta be pissed off at him, but at the same time I kind of respected him for like, the level of fuck you he had was impressive. All right guys, that's my time. Thank you so much.